Okay, continuing with the stealing drugs. I did everything I was supposed to do, went into the hospital, did the Narcotics Anonymous when I got out of the hospital. I had to do the whole drug thing, but it didn't really apply to me because I had no desire, I had no craving, I had no addiction really. Um, it was just strange, and I just felt really out of place in an NA meeting because I just didn't feel like it applied to me. I needed to be in a bipolar group, not. I was lucky I didn't become addicted. I was lucky it didn't turn into a real drug addiction. Okay, so I go and do all the things I'm supposed to do, and I went to work, and I met with my supervisor and the head of the hospital, and the social worker that I would have to report to, and I signed a piece of paper and that I would not handle narcotics while I worked, and blah blah blah, and so for so long, and would show proof of attending NA meetings, and I was ready to do that, but I had some time off from work, so I'm sorry, I kind of lost my roll here. Okay. And so I had some time off work, like a couple weeks, when I got out of the hospital before I went back officially. And so I was fine until about 2 days before that day, and then I started getting this panic about going back to work. And so I was like in total panic, and I freaked out so bad that I didn't see any way out. I felt trapped, like an animal trapped in a cage. And I had to go back to work, to stay in my apartment, to continue to be independent. All my coworkers were gonna know. I was ashamed. I couldn't go back. I was too ashamed. I had no way out. There was only one escape, and I decided to commit suicide. Not out of depression, but out of trapped desperation and panic. And the night before I was supposed to go to work, I told myself, now when I take these pills, self-preservation's going to come in, and I need to resist that. I'm going to hold on to this chair and hold on until it's over. And I was on Topamax at the time, and I took that overdose on Topamax and sat in my chair, Papa Sun chair, and just held on. But the thing was is I didn't want to die. So when self-preservation kicked in, I called my mom and told her, and I ended up in ICU for a few days and back in the hospital. And that's when I met the best psychiatrist I'd ever had, and I still miss her. We had to move, so I don't see her anymore. She knew her pharmacology inside and out. And she put me on, because I'd been tried on every mood stabilizer without much success. She put me on Lizobit, the extended version of lithium, and I did not have the tremors I had with regular lithium, and it was my salvation. And along with that, I got a new therapist who was just awesome. And I tell you, it took me 10 psychiatrists to get to this one. I had gone into psychiatrist's office and known right when I walked in the office that I wasn't going to be using this person. So don't feel bad when you do that. when you go into a psychiatrist and say, this just isn't a good fit. It was probably the 6th therapist I'd seen since my diagnosis. And from there, let's see, I'm gonna stop, and the next videos are gonna be from this point to present. It'll be the last one.